You've been eager to review Zack Snyders' Justice League on your channel since the debut. And now, with the honor of the 1-year anniversary of the movie, you will review it. You've waited years for this movie. You've waited forever for this moment. You know what you have to do. So go, son. It's time to review it. Fly.
Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we are talking about Zack Snyders' Justice League. Now, ever since I started my channel, I've been really eager and excited to talk about Zack Snyders' Justice League. And with the 1-year anniversary of this movie coming up, I thought, what better time than now to talk about this fucking awesome movie? So, no, as you can probably see, I don't even have to say it, I'm a big fan of this movie. And I fucking love this movie. This movie, along with Halloween Kills and No Way Home, which I had my channel up by then, were movies that really kick-started my idea to have a YouTube channel. Because I just wanted to talk about these movies so much. I was so passionate about them, and I love them so much. So I've been so eager to talk about this movie. So, Zack Snyder's Justice League. Let's get into it. So Zack Snyder's Justice League. We've had a long road getting to this movie. With the Joss Whedon movie that came out in 2017, which I absolutely fucking hate. You'll never see me ever talk praisely about that movie. That movie's fucking dog shit. I'd rather watch Batman and Robin and Freddy's Dead 3 times over for a month than I actually watch Justice League. That movie's just fucking trash. And then, of course, you know, everything that came out afterwards where it was like, Zack Snyder, that's not my movie. Everybody was talking about different scenes, different cuts. And then of course, the infamous release the Snyder Cut hashtag trended. And we ended up getting the movie in 2021. Now, I remember the day the movie got announced. The day that Zack Snyder, they announced the Snyder Cut.
This is helpful. See that?
Oh my god. Oh my god.
Oh my god.
I remember I just got off of work that day, and I opened my phone. Now again, I was part of the hashtag release Snyder Cut movement. I was part of it. I supported Snyder Cuts. I mean, I love Man of Steel. That's one of my favorite fucking comic book movies of all time. Same thing with this movie. Batman v Superman, I'm mixed on. I'm 50-50. But overall, I enjoy it. It's not terrible, but overall, I enjoy it. So I was never a Snyder hater. I was never one of those people back in like 2015, 2016 where it's like, boo, Snyder, blah, blah, blah. I always thought, okay, there's potential in Snyder. Let's see what he does. So I was part of the Snyder Cut movement. I was very much release the Snyder Cut. I want to see Snyder's vision. I want to see what he has to do. It sounds badass, everything that he's talking about. I want to see it. So again, I was part of the Snyder Cut movement. And I remember the day I got off work and I looked at my phone and my feed was just non-stop Snyder Cut stuff. Like it was the picture, the black and white picture that they released and everything. It was just, I remember feeling so fucking excited when I opened up my phone and I saw it, and I was like, oh my god, yes, baby! And ever since they announced it, I've been eager and I've been waiting patiently for that fucking movie. And another reason why this movie holds near and dear to my heart was because when it came out last year, I went on my very first trip by myself to go visit some friends of mine. And when I got back from that vacation, when I was gone for a week, this was my little present, a little welcome home gift. When I got home, Zack Snyder's cut just released on HBO Max, and I was like, fuck yeah, baby. Just had an awesome vacation with some friends. Now I'm coming back, and bam, Zack Snyder's Justice League is my present, my fucking gift from the universe back home. It was fucking amazing. So it was every time I watch this movie, every time I think about this movie, I think of the whole entire event around the movie. The vacation, when the movie came out, all that shit. So, yeah, this movie, I fucking love it. So let's get into it, why I fucking love Zack Snyder's Justice League. I love it just because, to me, this is true DC. This is what DC is. DC is kind of like, in a way, kind of like a Lord of the Rings, where it's very cinematic. You know, everything in this movie is so cinematic. Even the little dialogue scenes to just, of course, the fucking ending. It's just, this feels like a cinematic event, you know? And it just, it's, I don't know, man. Just, the way Zack Snyder did this movie, props to him and Chris Terrio. Because unlike Batman v Superman, this could have easily been a mess. Batman v Superman, to me, while again, like I said earlier, 50-50, that movie's a mess. You're adapting Dark Knight Returns, you're introducing a new Batman, you're adapting the Death of Superman storyline, you're building up a Justice League, you're introducing Wonder Woman, you're introducing Lex Luthor, you're doing Doomsday. Like, you're doing all kinds of things in that movie, and that's what kind of falters that movie a little bit, is because there's too many fucking cooks in the kitchen. This movie could have been, honestly, the exact same problem. You're trying to introduce The Flash. You're introducing Cyborg. You're introducing Aquaman and the whole Atlantean. You're also, and I can't remember the original DC slate, because that shit changed a lot. But I want to say this was supposed to come out before the Wonder Woman solo movie, so you're also introducing the Amazonians and Diana and that whole thing. If not, it definitely was after the Wonder Woman movie, because they do make a lot of Trevor references in this movie. So if anything, you're also continuing Wonder Woman's story from the first movie, continuing that legacy, and on top of it, you're being a Man of Steel kind of. If anything, you're being a sequel more to Batman v Superman, but you're also continuing Superman's story. You're continuing Batman's story, and you're introducing Steppenwolf and Darkseid and the anti-life equation. You're introducing a lot of shit, lots of fucking shit, and this could have easily been just like Batman v Superman, where it's overcrowded, overstuffed, too much going on. Even though this is 4 hours, and you have 4 hours to flesh out the story, you still can feel, like, you can still probably, even though it's 4 hours, you can still have too much going on, you know? You can still have too much going on. Hell, even TV shows like The Flash on CW, where they have 25 episodes, they still got a lot going on, and they have 25 hours to do it. So, runtime can be hit or miss sometimes. Sometimes you can have a 2-hour movie that flows perfect. Sometimes you have a 4-hour movie like this that flows perfect. Sometimes you have an hour and a half, 2-hour movie like the Justice League that's just so fucking choppy and edited, whatever. So, this easily could have been Batman v Superman all over again, but worse, because you got a lot going on. But, fortunately, Chris Terrio and Zack Snyder nailed it. And it makes me question, what the fuck happened in Batman v Superman then? You know, if you can make a 4-hour epic movie where you get the Flash right, you get Cyborg right, you get Superman, Batman, you get all of this shit right. You're a good origin movie for Cyborg, good origin for the Flash, good origin for possibly the Atlanteans. You do everything right in this movie. What the fuck happened with Batman and Superman? So I look at it like, if this is exactly Snyder's vision right here, if this is 100% his vision, everything in this movie is exactly what he wanted, and then some. Oh yeah, and Martian Manhunter. They introduced Martian Manhunter and possibly the Green Lanterns, but you know, FBB, fuck y'all. So this is exactly Snyder's vision right here. And if he produces this, is 100% his vision, no meddling, no nothing. And this is exactly what he had in mind when he made Justice League 5 years ago now. Then what the fuck happened to Batman v Superman? So when I look at that and I go, that has to be WB then. Because if Batman v Superman was made exactly how this was, where you had full control of Snyder was in full control, got to do what he wanted to do, 3.5 hour, possibly even a 4-hour Batman v Superman movie, then it probably could have been great and amazing, just like this movie. So so when I look at Batman v Superman, I go, that has to be WB then. That has to be. Because I look at it like this. The original theatrical cut was not great. When they had the extended cut, the 30 extra minutes, the one that everybody watches, it's slightly better. So if you add 30 extra minutes to a movie that's already meh, and it makes it better than meh, then imagine a whole other hour. Imagine a whole other 45 minutes. Imagine a whole other 2 hours to the movie. That would have fucking been great. So, unfortunately, Batman v Superman had to suffer for us to get Zack Snyder's Justice League. But it just, to me, I go, every time I watch Batman v Superman, I go, yes, that's WB. It has to be. It just has to be. Because, again, if this is Snyder's vision right here, right there, if this is his true vision, the full 4 hours that he wanted to tell, and it's great, and it's glorious, and it's awesome, then that tells me Batman v Superman should have been that as well. So yeah, I don't know. But anyways, back to Justice League. I keep talking about Batman v Superman. Back to Justice League. This movie handles the Flash correctly. It does Cyborg correctly. To me, and even though I like Wonder Woman the solo movie, this is to me how Wonder Woman is. And when I see her in this movie, to me that's how Wonder Woman is. And I like Jason Momoa's Aquaman in his own solo movie, but I love his version better in this one, where he's more of a loner. He's more of a, I don't want to be a hero, and I don't want to, do exactly what my family should, do. Like, I love that. So, again, while I love him in Aquaman, I love him better in this one. So just everything that they do with the characters in this movie, they do my man Superman right, they do my man Batman right, Martian Manhunter, just everything they do character-wise in this movie fucking works, and it's just fucking glorious. Even small little characters like Lois Lane. I love Lois Lane in this movie. I love Martha in this movie. I love Martha in this movie. Again, nothing in this movie, characters-wise, is... Hell, even I love the dynamic between Alfred and Batman, or Bruce, in this movie. I think it's much better than what was Batman v Superman. We didn't get a lot in Batman v Superman, but we got a lot here, and I fucking love it for that. I love the little conversations between Alfred and Bruce. Of course, they're at the end after they revive Superman, and he's like, faith, Alfred, gotta have faith. I love that. I love the fact that Superman inspires Batman to be a better hero, and in return, he inspires other people to be better heroes, like the Flash and Aquaman. And just, storytelling is fucking beautiful in this movie. I fucking love it. Even the villains, like Steppenwolf, could have easily been just another throwaway CGI character, kind of like how he was in Justice League, but no, they fleshed him out. They gave him a purpose. He's trying to win over Darkseid because he betrayed him, and and Desaad and all that. It's fucking awesome. Like, they actually give villain a proper fucking backstory, and they set up the whole anti-life equation and Darkseid and Arc Apocalypse. They set all that up great. It's not overly complicated. It's simple enough to where somebody could watch it and understand it. You don't need to read 17,000 comics to understand Darkseid and the Apocalypse and all that. So it's awesome. I fucking love it. And of course, they're at the fucking, like, there's so many great fucking battles in this movie. The opening battle, when they go back and they show the first time Darkseid, which I can't remember what his name is when he first gets here, but young Darkseid shows up, try to get the mother boxes, and finds anti-life equation. You got the Atlanteans and the Amazonians and the Green Lanterns and Man and all of them fighting together. It's so fucking badass. It's so kick-ass. To the other opening fighting sequence when Steppenwolf versus the Amazonians. It's fucking cool. And, him slaughtering fucking Amazonians and shit. And what I love about this movie the most, and what I think a lot of people tend to forget, this was supposed to be pre-Infinity War. If WB never fucked over Zack Snyder, and we got this movie back in 2017, this would have been pre-Infinity War. So you would have saw the heroes lost, you would have saw the villain practically win, just like how Thanos won in Infinity War. They would have beat Marvel to their own fucking game. And it's like, damn, if y'all would have just not been fucking retards and let Zack Snyder do his work, he would have fucking gave y'all something that would have rivaled and priored the Infinity Saga. But no. Again, we'll talk about that later, but no. So Steppenwolf practically almost wins in this movie. You have Darkseid, who's a fucking, like, we don't see him much, but he's menacing and he's present. I fucking love him. Just like I said, there's just so many fucking scenes I love in this movie. You got the slaughter with Steppenwolf and the Amazonians. You got, on top of that, on top of that, you have the battle between, you know, the old history battle that I've already mentioned. Then right after that, you get like an awesome fucking sequence. It's a little bit later, but you get the awesome sequence with the Flash and when he saves Iris. That is such a cool fucking beautiful scene. You know, him breaking the glass with one finger and then running out there and saving her. What I love about that scene the most, yeah, the hot dog thing's pretty funny, but what I love is the attention to detail is when he's letting her down, he's not using his fingertips because if he touches her, he's going to incinerate her because he's going so fast that he's using the palm of his hands to gradually let her down. Attention to details. That, to me, as a DC fan, attention to details are fucking awesome. When you see the hero actually doing the thing that you see sometimes in the comics, it's fucking awesome. And I love that little attention to detail where it's like the Flash is so fast that he can't touch a human because if he does, he'll disintegrate him, so he has to use the palm of his hands. And you see that throughout the rest of the movie when he's saving people, or when he's, like later on, I know I'm jumping a little bit, but when, like later on when they're fighting Steppenwolf together for the first time, and he's disintegrating all those rocks to save those civilians, you can see him using his powers. Like, it's just stuff like that. It's like, this was missing. All this was missing from the original Justice League movie. And it's like, why? Who the fuck thought who the fuck thought at WB, that's a good idea, let's delete that? Why? That's character development, that's story, that's showing the Flash's powers. What the fuck? So, but yeah, no, it just scenes like that I fucking adore and I love. The fucking score, I'll mention that. The score is fucking awesome. I love the score. Not only the Superman Rising theme, but the fucking, this theme. That's fucking badass. You have the Flash's theme there at the end when he fucking saves the world. That, just so many good fucking scores. And I listen to them on a daily fucking basis. Like, I'll find myself going to work or coming home and I'm just fucking listening to Superman's Rising or at the Speed of Force. I'm just listening and I'm like, damn, this is fucking kick-ass. But no, like I said, the storytelling, the way that they include everybody, the way that Batman groups up with these members and gets them all together, and just the way that you introduce Aquaman's world with the Atlantic, with the Amazonians, and then of course Cyborg and his story, and then of course the Flash, the way they integrate all the stories is fucking brilliant. Like, they do it seamlessly, and it's fucking awesome. Only thing, and it's not negative, it's just more of a, I'm glad they changed it for the Aquaman movie. I don't like how, in this version, they have to make a little air bubble around them to talk. I prefer how it is in Aquaman where they can speak underwater. I know Zack Snyder was trying to be realistic, which I get it, but it's just, it's kind of like, alright, we're gonna float together, let's land, create an air bubble, now let's talk. It's like, okay, it's kind of a little weird, but I understand you were trying to introduce, this was the first time we ever saw Atlantis, this was the first time we ever saw how they speak underwater, so I understand they didn't exactly think it through, but it's still cool. I'm glad they changed it though for the Aquaman movie where they just talk underwater. You don't have to make a little air bubble. I love the little conversation between Martha and Lois. That scene's fucking cool. Even though I wish it wasn't Martian Manhunter underneath that. I wish it actually was Martha, because I think that would have like been a really cool character moment. But I understand story-wise why you needed him there. He had to get, you know, Lois off his feet, or off her feet to I get it, but I wish it was actually Martha. But yeah, Martian Manhunter, speaking of him, he's fucking kick-ass. I wish he didn't show up at the end. I wish it was Green Lantern, but hey, fuck you, WB, that's your fault. But yeah, no, Martian Manhunter in this movie, it's fucking cool to see him. It really is. I've always loved Martian Manhunter. I think Martian Manhunter needs to be in more movies, because he's a really cool character. He's practically a Superman character if you get down to it. Like, he's a kick-ass fucking character. So yeah, I'm glad that they introduced Martian Manhunter, because he was, from my belief, don't know exactly, but I want to say he was part of the original Justice League lineup. He was in the Justice League cartoon. He was part of the lineup there, so I'm guessing that's how it was in the comics. The old comics, I don't know. I had to really look into it. I don't remember. but I want to say he's part of the original Justice League lineup. So correct me if I'm wrong, but it was a cool introduction to get Martian Manhunter in here. Like I said, it's just a fucking kick-ass movie, man. Like I love it. I love it so much. What I want to praise exactly, what I fucking love. I love the Superman shit in this movie, man. I love it. I love it so much. One of my favorite scenes of all time in comic book history is one of two scenes. Is the scene where Superman dons the black suit for the first time. And he puts it on, he's walking out, and he's like, he hears Jor-El, he hears his dad talking to him, and he's just, it's like the recreation of the first flight, just like in Man of Steel. And he looks up, and then boom, he flies off, and then he just, right there, he just heals in front of the sun. It looks like Jesus, just healing. I fucking love it. And then my second favorite scene in comic book history from this movie is, of course, the Flash saving the universe. That's such a kick-ass scene, but we'll get to it. Yeah, Superman stuff was fucking beautiful. I love the fight between Justice League and Superman. That was really cool. I'm glad to see that was actually a lot of Snyder stuff. Whedon didn't fuck with it that much, which you shouldn't. And of course, you know, the infamous when he looks at Barry with his eye as he's running past him. It's fucking cool. Just that whole fight with Superman and the Justice League is fucking awesome. It's ripped straight out of the comics and cartoons. It is fucking awesome. I love it. I'm sure you could. I'm sure we can get a fucking awesome counter. How many times I've said fucking awesome in this review so far. But yeah, no, it just. I don't know what else to say about this movie that I can't gush about it enough. I mean, without just going on all day about it, it's so fucking superior. It's superior than the original Justice League. To me, I honestly say I think this might be Zack Snyder's best DC work. Now again, I love Man of Steel. I really do. I really fucking do. That's like Spider-Man 1 to me. One of my favorite fucking movies of all time. But this honestly might be his magnum opus in the DC universe, just because, again, it's 4 hours. 4 hours of epic DC shit. Okay? And then on top of it, you're introducing so much shit, like I've already mentioned, and you do it beautifully, and you do it so well. It's like, dude, any other director or writer couldn't have pulled this off. And Zack Snyder and Chris Terrio did it. And it's like, God. You know, and hell, and people say Zack Snyder gives too much fan service. I think, to me, he gives enough fan service in this movie. You get your little callbacks. You get your moments of fucking epicness with the DC. I mean, like, for Christ's sakes, look at the fucking the ending battle when they fight. All of that shit looks like it's stripped straight out of the comic book. I mean, how can you not tell me, as a DC fan, when you see this scene here with Batman going down the thing and Aquaman and Wonder Woman, all of them unite to make that epic pose, that's not something you'd see in a comic book. That you'd pick up a Justice League New 52 or a Justice League comic, flip to a page number 7, and you'd see that shit. Tell me you wouldn't see that. I just ripped straight from the comics. Hell, even later on in the movie, when they're all standing after they just defeated Steppenwolf, that's something ripped straight out of the Justice League animated show. Like, it's just, fan service is fucking awesome, and fan service with the DC, they do it well. They've always had. Man of Steel, I thought, did fan service well. Batman v Superman, I thought, did fan service well. Maybe a little too much. But this, to me, I think they did fan service beautifully here. I mean, but yeah, speaking of the third act, I fucking love everything about this third act. This is a epic conclusion. I mean, you had earlier, when they fought Steppenwolf for the first time, they were kind of bad at it. They didn't really know how to work together. But then, you know, slowly throughout the movie, they've worked together. They've gotten stronger. They've gotten better as a team. And now you get to the third act where they all just work together beautifully. And it's like, again, character progression, man. Shit was missing. That shit was missing from Joss Whedon's cut. That shit was missing. And this exactly is in there. Character progression from the first time they worked together, not so great. Now they're fucking kick-ass and badass. Again, character progression, man. I said it already. Character progression. Speaking of the third act, this is one of the greatest third acts to me in comic book history of all time. You have Batman in his fucking kick-ass car. You have I mean, come on. You have Aquaman here, man. Aquaman. Flying on a parademon. Jumping from parademon to parademon in the sky. And then flying down on a parademon. And he lands in a building, jumps out. And he's okay. Like, tell me that's not fucking kick-ass. Tell me that's not kick-ass. That is fucking kick-ass. Like, Come on, man. Even DC haters gotta admit, there's some cool fucking shit in here. Tell me that, if you don't think that's badass, let me give you another one. Fucking Batman has parademons surrounding his ship that he just crash landed into, turns off all the lights, gets in the Batmobile, parademons open the thing, he turns on the car, just blasts all the fucking parademons, and then drives off. That's fucking kick-ass. Don't think that's cool? Here's another cooler one. Parademons are chasing him. He's backwards driving, shooting at them, blows up one of the fucking pillars or whatever, and crash lands on him as he's still shooting. Come on, man. Come on. Like, come on. And then, on top of it, if you think that's not kick-ass enough, you have Steppenwolf fighting Aquaman, Wonder Woman, and Cyborg. And it's just fucking kick-ass, man. Like, it's just kick-ass. And, again, how can you not look at that and go, that's fucking kick-ass? And then on top of it, if you don't even think that's fucking good, if you still think, Marvel's better, whatever, okay, cool. Superman fucking shows up. Superman in the black suit shows up. He says, not impressed, blows his fucking axe, crushes it, kicks him a fucking mile away, shoots heavy fucking lasers at him, fucking shoots him, practically damages his fucking shoulder armor, and then on top of it, flies at him, misses his arm, kicks him back down, and then Aquaman and Wonder Woman kick his shit in for a bit. Superman comes in for another blow, blows him up in the sky, flies up to the sky, comes back down, launches him back into the ground, and then we get one of the best Superman shots of all time, him with red eyes, over Steppenwolf, beating him into the ground while shooting lasers at him. Come on, bro, come on! How is that not fucking juicy tits good? Like, that is some good shit, bro. Like, And then, on top of it, they're not done yet. They still got fucking cum loads to shoot at you, bro. Not only is that fucking kick-ass, right after that, we get the Justice League failing. The mother box explodes. They lose. What does Flash do? Fucking time travels, bro. We see the Flash time travel for the first fucking time in live action. It's fucking glorious. It is amazing. The Speed Force looks awesome. The lightning looks awesome. Everything about that scene is fucking awesome. Rewinds time. Fixes it. We're not done yet, folks. We still got some more glorious sex to give you. Not only that, so he saves the Justice League, okay? And then on top of it, they defeat Steppenwolf by cutting off his head. Cutting off his head, they throw it back at Darkseid's face, say, "What now, bitch?" And then they just look at each other and like, "Oh, god damn it, we're gonna fight him." That's it. That's the third act. Oh my god. Tell me that's not fucking kick. Come on, bro. Come on. And then on top of it, like I just said, this was supposed to predate Infinity War. Infinity War came out May of 2018. This was, I believe, supposed to come out April of 2017. Tell me that this was not gonna be kick-ass in the theater. Tell me. Come on, bro. Come on. You can't deny me that. So, that's a fucking kick-ass fucking third act. That is a kick-ass third act, in my opinion. And then right after the third act, of course, we get some awesome moments. You know, he buys Clark Kent's he buys Clark Kent and Martha's home back. Bruce Wayne does. You know, he sets up the little Justice League round table, which is cool. I wish we could see it more. The Flash is now, you know, running around Central City. He's a new hero. Cyborg and his dad have a relationship. I mean, and yeah, I know his dad died, but now he actually loves his dad, even though he's not there anymore. Wonder Woman is now thinking about going back to Themyscira. It's just a beautiful way to wrap up that story, wrap up those stories. And of course, now Clark's back. Clark's back. He's gonna be Superman again. And then you get another badass fucking comic book scenes of all time. The nightmare sequence, the new nightmare sequence. I fucking love it. I love it so much. I'm so glad Zack Snyder decided to add it. It's so kick-ass. Not only did you redeem a character and an actor that I thought was dog shit in Jared Leto's Joker, you also, on top of it, made the nightmare sequence a lot more intriguing. Like, when we saw it in Batman v Superman, it was intriguing, don't get me wrong. It was awesome to see a Mad Max post-apocalyptic, but it wasn't like, juice to my tits, oh my god, I can't wait to explore that universe. Now I am. Now I'm like, holy shit, I want to play in that sandbox some more. Come on, give it to me. And then Jared Leto's Joker, I hate him. I hate his Joker in Suicide Squad. It's fucking terrible. It's god-awful. I'd rather watch Arnold Schwarzenegger's Mr. Freeze than I would Jared Leto's Joker. It's fucking terrible. But this is awesome. Like, the makeup they gave him, fucking awesome. The dialogue they gave him, fucking awesome. Everything they gave him was fucking cool. I love it. And it's like, damn, bro. Like, get Zack Snyder to get him to do more shit with Jared Leto's Joker, because that shit's fucking awesome. And the fact that we had the first time dialogue between Batman and Joker in this universe, which I never thought about it. We never did get a dialogue scene between them. It is trademark. Fucking awesome. It is fucking awesome, bro. And it's like, damn. Damn. This is so cool. Why can't we get more of this? And then speaking of the nightmare sequence, I love earlier in the movie when they go to resurrect Superman, and Cyborg's getting visions of the future. He's getting, you know, Wonder Woman's death, Aquaman's death, you know, him taking over Superman and him becoming evil, the fall of the Justice League, Hollow Justice. Like, that stuff's cool. Like, as a comic book DC fan, it's cool to see that shit. Because, yeah, that's in the comics. You got the Injustice storyline that's like that. I want to see it. But, yeah, no, just without gushing way too more. I mean, hell, you got Deathstroke and the Legion of Doom in the fucking, like, end of this movie. It's like, bro, so much cool shit. So much cool shit. And, of course, you're going to have Green Lantern, but WB and their dumbasses decided to cut it, which looks awesome based off of the pictures. I want to see the scene. But yeah, no, Zack Snyder's Justice League, I fucking love this movie. This is one of my favorite DC movies of all time. One of my favorite Zack Snyder movies of all time. One of my greatest comic book movies of all time, in my opinion. And it's arguably the best DC movie yet that we've had. And the only reason I say that, I love the new Batman, and I love Dark Knight, I love Man of Steel, but dude, there's so much fucking shit in here that just pleases my DC heart. That just pleases it. It just pleases it. So, I don't know. Again, arguably this could be the best DC movie we've had in a while. Again, I do love the Batman. Dark Knight's great. Batman 89's awesome. Christopher Reeve's Superman 78's badass. Man of Steel's great, you know, but this is something else. This is for DC fans. This is arguably for DC fans, and I fucking love it. I restore the Snyderverse, please, please, because I fucking love it. I love this so much. So, yeah, Zack Snyder's Justice League. I don't do ratings here. I really don't. But honestly, if I give it a rating, 9 out of fucking 10. Only problem I really have with the movie. And it's not necessarily Zack Snyder's fault. It's not necessarily nobody's fault. It's just whatever. I wish there were certain scenes in here that could have been trimmed a little bit. Like the one scene I always fast forward to ever since I saw the movie is the scene where they're singing when Aquaman leaves and he's trying to when Batman recruits Aquaman for the first time and they're singing. They're like, ah, they're singing. Come on, bro. 3 minutes of somebody singing. Come on. So scenes like that could have been trimmed a little bit. It's like, okay, that's a beautiful scene. It's nice. Let's cut it a little bit. That's the only scene I can think of that's like, yeah, I would have trimmed that scene down a little bit. You know, you have other scenes that are like that where it's like, this is a cool scene. I like it, but could have trimmed it down a little bit. Like, just a little bit. So it's like, I love everything in this movie, but nitpick-wise, I could have done without certain sections of the movie. Could have done without certain scenes. Like later on, when Aquaman saves that dude from the boat, and he's just walking slow-motionly out the bay, taking his shirt off and jumping. While it's cool and it's beautiful, it's not necessarily needed. So it's like, alright, you could have trimmed that down just a little bit. You could have cut that out. Didn't necessarily need it, but I understand why it's in the movie. So just as a fan, as a person, as a moviegoer, I would have been like, alright, I would have trimmed this scene, trimmed it. But no, honestly, no complaints. I love this movie. Love this movie with all my heart. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. And yeah, I fucking love it. So, what I want to do, now that I'm done talking about the movie, 9 out of 10, fucking love it. Happy 1 year to this fucking movie. A movie we shouldn't even have if it wasn't for you, the fans, us, the fans. Without this, it wouldn't be possible. So, I guess pat ourselves on the fucking back for getting this movie made. But yeah, no, I fucking love this movie. But what I want to talk about the most So the review is over. I'm done gushing about this movie, why I love it. I want to talk about something that I've wanted to get off my chest ever since I saw this movie. And it's WB themselves as a company. I fucking love DC. I love Marvel and DC both, respectfully. I do. But I have a little bit more of a DC love than I do Marvel because DC doesn't get treated well. And I love DC. I love their comics. I love their animated movies. I love their characters. I fucking love DC. And it pisses me off to no end when I see Marvel, and I love Marvel, and I love that they're successful. I really do. I'm glad they're successful. But then I see DC, and I see shit like Zack Snyders' Justice League. I see shit like Man of Steel. And it's like, y'all could be like that. But y'all are fucking dumbasses over there at WB. Who decided back in 2017, let's release Justice League and delete this movie? I'm telling you, you fucking retards, if you would have put this movie out back in 2017, you would be on fucking Cloud 9 right now. If you would stop being little petty bitches and let Zack Snyder finish his creation, let Zack Snyder finish his DC work, y'all would be, I mean, come on. Let's be real for a second. Zack Snyder's Justice League beat Marvel for it. Like, DC, okay, they wanted to rush this shit. They wanted to rush their universe so badly to catch up with Marvel, which, hey, I get it. Don't necessarily love it, but I get it. Because they want that Marvel love. They want that Marvel popularity. And y'all had it. You fucking had it. The weekend that this movie came out was the same weekend that Falcon and Winter Soldier on Disney+. And what was the #1 fucking streamed thing that weekend? Zack Snyder's Justice League. Don't believe me? Fucking look up the numbers. Zack Snyder's Justice League was the #1 rated streaming thing that weekend. More people watched Zack Snyder's Justice League that weekend than they did Falcon and Winter Soldier. You beat Marvel. You fucking were... I remember that weekend so vividly. Everything I saw comic book wise, whether it was on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Insta, wherever, it was constant Justice League shit. It was constant Zack Snyder shit. And it's like, dude, you're beating Marvel. You are. You're literally on Cloud 9 right now with DC. DC has not had this much attention and this much love and this much appreciation since fucking, I don't know, since like Aquaman. And that movie came out like 3 years before it did. So, you're on Cloud 9. You beat Marvel. Why the fuck aren't you continuing this? Right now, Marvel, where they're at, is they're starting a new phase. You're introducing new characters. They're setting shit back up. Like, when y'all were dropping y'all's Man of Steel and y'all's Batman v Superman, they were balls deep in a saga. There was no way you were going to beat them. They were literally 2 to 3 years away from the big cinematic event of Infinity War and Endgame. So no matter what the fuck you put out, you were going to get crushed by them. Unless you put something like this out back in 2017. Which you should have, but you're fucking dumb and you didn't. You put out Justice League and let Marvel fuck you in the ass. But right now would be a time. Right now, Marvel's not putting out much that's like, holy shit. Because Moon Knight, Miss Marvel, Eternals, they're putting out stuff that's like, okay, I'm interested, I'm going to watch it. But it's not like, holy shit, Avengers level. So if DC has the potential to shine right now, they have the potential to be popular. They have the fucking popularity right now. But no, they decide, we want to do our own thing. We have our own plans. What's your plans? Black Clark Kent? Blue Beetle? Batgirl, the Flash movie that looks fucking... that's gonna erase this shit? That's gonna erase the Snyder shit? That's your plan? That's your fucking plan. Your plan is dog shit. Let's be honest. Your plan is dog shit. I'm excited for Michael Keaton's return in The Flash. I'm excited for the Flash movie because I love Ezra Miller's Flash because of this movie. But everything I hear about the movie, it just sounds like it's gonna be... it sounds like it's gonna be terrible. You're deleting all of Snyder's shit. You're deleting Henry Cavill's Superman. You're erasing Ben Affleck's Batman. And it's like, why? 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 I don't understand you as a company, WB. You've wanted for years to be Marvel. You've wanted years to be popular. You wanted years for fans to love your work. People love Zack Snyder's work. People love Zack Snyder's work. So why don't you continue what the fuck he started? Fans obviously want it. That's why we have Restore the Snyderverse. Why don't you fucking continue it? Hell, Henry Cavill wants to be Superman so goddamn badly, he would probably do it for little to no pay. He fucking loves the Superman role. You know, he loves it. Ben Affleck, from what I've heard, that they've added him back to The Flash. So and obviously he's interested to come back as the Batman. DC, to me, in the comic book wise, they're always constantly doing wacky and crazy shit in the multiverse. So what I don't understand is why can't they do that? Why can't they do their own little DCEU over here with your Batgirls and your Supergirls and all that shit that nobody gives a fuck about, while also restoring the Snyderverse, continuing that work, and doing Robert Pattinson's Batman and Joaquin Phoenix's Joker? We're not dumb. We live in a world where people are smart enough to understand what's separate from what. And if you restored the Snyderverse and you continued it on HBO Max or whatever, people could understand. This is Snyder's work, this is WB's work, this is Robert Pattinson's Batman, this is Joaquin Phoenix's Joker. People would understand the difference. We're not dumb. Marvel's doing it beautifully by introducing multiversal shit and making it make sense. That's why we got No Way Home. That's why we're getting shit like Doctor Strange. Why can't you do the same thing? Why can't you restore the Snyderverse, continue his work, continue his universe, while doing your shit and other shit? That's how it does in the comics. So I don't understand. And on top of it, what I hate the most from WB and this company is they do shit that's unnecessary. Nobody's asking for a J.J. Abrams Black Clark Kent movie. Again, I'm excited for the Val Zod, though. I'm excited for Val Zod, because Val Zod's a kick-ass fucking Superman character. I'm excited for that. But who wants Man of Steel again, but without Henry Cavill and with a black person as Clark Kent? Nobody wants that. Nobody fucking wants that. Nobody wants a Joker 2. Everybody loves Joker, but when your own fans are telling you, hey, no, let's not do a Joker 2, they're doing a Joker 2. People are like, hey, we love Batgirl. Okay, well, we're going to make her the main person in Justice League. No. Like, they're doing stupid things. And it's like, why? Do y'all not care? Do y'all just not care about this brand? Like, when Fandom came out last year, everything they announced looked fucking awful. I'm going to be honest with you. The Flash movie, to me, I think it's going to be okay. But it's not going to be what I want it to be, which is a kick-ass Ezra Miller Flash movie. It's going to be a stepping stone movie. It's going to be a movie that literally exists just to erase the Snyderverse and to continue in a new universe. You have movies like Aquaman 2, where I feel like it's going to be a Wonder Woman 84 situation, where it's like, well, we won fans over with the first movie, we can do what the fuck we want with the second one. Same thing with Wonder Woman 3, same thing with Shazam 2. And it's just like, why? Why? Now again, I'm not like a Snyder fanboy. I'm not sitting here trying to say everything needs to be deleted, it just needs to be Snyder only. No, because there are upcoming DCEU projects that I am excited for. Black Adam is one of them. I'm excited for that. That looks good. The new Robert Pattinson's Batman was fucking awesome. But also I understand this is fucking cool too. Why can't you continue this? And honestly, let's be real for a second. As much as y'all hate Zack Snyder and his work, and as much as WB themselves hate him, the motherfucker's been making y'all money. Y'all probably earned money off of this 4K sale. Y'all have probably earned money off of these Zack Snyder Funko Pops. Y'all have probably earned money on Zack Snyder Zack Snyder merch. Y'all are making money off of this dude. Even though y'all hate his fucking work, and y'all hate the fact that he is who he is, y'all are making money off of this shit. And if somebody who works at HBO Max, who works there, said Zack Snyder is a global phenomenon, dude, what the fuck are y'all doing over there? I'm hoping this new Discovery and WB merger will actually make some sense over there at WB, and we'll actually get shit from WB that actually fucking looks cool. Again, I love DC. I love DC with all my heart. I really do. I love them. I want them to be successful as Marvel. I really do. They have badass fucking characters. They have badass comics. They have badass shit underneath their belt. And Zack Snyder was giving them that. They were giving them the shit that they wanted ever since they started this little DCEU shit back in 2013 or 12 with Man of Steel. They wanted to catch up with Marvel so damn goddamn bad. Zack Snyder was giving it to them, but they're fucking idiots over there, and they don't realize what the fuck kind of they have. So I hope Zack Snyder and Chris Terrio get to finish their fucking universe one day, because everything I hear about their movies sound awesome. Zack Snyder's Justice League 2 sounds kick-ass. His third movie sounds fucking epic. And then, of course, Ben Affleck's solo Batman movie, Man of Steel 2. Like, all of those sound fucking cool, and I want to see that. But y'all are idiots up there at WB, and y'all don't know what the fuck you're doing. You have no idea what the fans want. You don't listen to your fans. When literally the fans that got you this movie right here, you give that to them, we fucking love it, and we're begging you to fucking make more so we can give you money, and you can make money from this money right here, from this movie, and you're like, nah, I don't feel like it. Why are you, like, why, then why the fuck give us this in the first place? We just giving this us to shut us the fuck up? Like, here you go, here's a little Snyder cut, shut the fuck up. Why would you give this to us if you literally are like, nah, we don't have no plans moving forward? Why? That's like literally a girl coming over saying, I'm gonna fuck you, and all she gives you is a blowjob. It's like, bro, really? You talked all this mad shit, coming over, gonna fuck the shit out of me, we're gonna fuck, and then you just give me a blowjob? What the fuck? It's a nice blowjob. It's a great blowjob. But you said you're gonna fuck me. What the fuck was that? And it's the exact same thing with this. You give me an awesome fucking blowjob. It's just a great blowjob. But I want the full thing. So I got WB themselves as a company frustrates the fuck out of me. I really hope we can in some shape or form, comic book, animated, whatever, I want to see a continuation of this universe. I love these characters that Zack Snyder has set it up. I love this universe that he set it up. I really think WB themselves are fucking idiots, and if they wouldn't have, they wouldn't use Zack Snyder's tragedy as a way to fire him, this movie could have fucking shook the ground for DC back in 2017. Because again, this movie was supposed to predate Infinity War, and in this movie, our heroes lost. The villains almost won. A lot of shit that Infinity War was doing, DC could have beat them at it. But instead, they decided to become bags and do what they did. So yeah, rant over with WB. This company, man, they frustrate the fuck out of me. They frustrate me more than Sony and their spider shit that's going on. But yeah, no. Zack Snyder's Justice League, as itself, company aside, I fucking love this movie. If you haven't seen this movie, based off the numbers, because they finally released them, a lot of people have. So, but yeah, you let me know what you think of Zack Snyder's Justice League. Do you love it? Do you hate it? And do you want to see the Snyderverse get restored in some shape or fashion? I know I do. And you just leave your opinions and thoughts down below on this movie. So, happy 1 year to Zack Snyder's Justice League. And I hope I'm coming back on camera one day and talking about Justice League 2 and 3. So, I'll see you guys later. Peace!